Fariza tengok, ada kafe baru.
Oh, kita ada nampak juga. Banyak lalu kat TikTok. Ramai orang pergi.
Tak payah pergilah, bazir duit je. Tengok pun macam mahal. Tapi semua orang dah pergi. Semua orang datang nak gambar estetik, cantik-cantik.
You banyak sangat lalu. Bukan kat TikTok je. Instagram pun sama.
Korang ni terlalu FOMO lah. Terlalu Gen Z. Nanti minggu depan ada kafe lain, nak pergi lagi. Tapi minggu depan dah trend lain pula.
Yelah, jomlah kita pergi.
Saya tak nak. Aku lebih baik duduk rumah, save money.
Anis.
Ada titik-titik di ujung doa. Doa keselamatan penutup malam yang harus diisi nama. Maka aku isi.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. Today, we are discussing a topic that is very close to the life of urban youth, cafe culture and the growing of phenomenon FOMO and JOMO. Many young people spend time at cafe, post their experience online and follow the latest trend. But is this really about enjoying coffee and socializing, or there is something deeper behind it? To help us explore this issue, I have invited a few guests with a different viewpoint and appetite. So let's meet them. Okay, Fariza, as our journalist today, what have you observed about cafe culture among young people?
Honestly, as a journalist, I always find that there's always a new cafe that trends online every day. If you don't know the place, you will always feel left out and not updated. What our Gen Z say today.
Yes, especially on TikTok and Instagram. Once one person posts a cafe, got viral, then suddenly everyone want to get the same vibe, take the same photos, and try the same drink.
This is actually related to FOMO, fear of missing out. According to Gladwell 2021, FOMO happen when people feel worried about missing experience, then others are enjoying.
Which is why some people force themselves to join trends even when they are tired or not interested.
I also have read that study was conducted by Eaton and Gazette. In 2022, they found that there also JOMO, which is joy of missing out, where people choose peace over pressure. That is interesting because now young people seem stuck between following trend or choosing a calmer lifestyle. So let's talk more about why cafe culture becomes such a big thing among urban youth.
I found article by BINTI and KHALID. Café today act as a social space where people experience modern urban lifestyle. It's not about coffee anymore. I think the environment also matters. Do you know that Gen Zs like to take pictures? They take pictures about food. They take pictures about themselves. And they take serious about the aesthetic design, the soft lighting, and the pretty interiors of the cafe.
Yeah. Sometimes the cafe itself looks more attractive than the food. People go there just because of the place looks Instagrammable. And we compare our life before COVID. Most young people visit mama restaurant to hang out. But nowadays, they choose cafe hunting, cafe aesthetic because it look more modern and trendy.
Exactly. They actually connect to the Pierre Bourdieu's theory. He believes lifestyle and taste reflect social identity and social class. So,
cafe choice can become a way people express status and modern lifestyle.
But the pressure to maintain that lifestyle can become unhealthy too. Some people feel embarrassed if they cannot keep up with trends.
I think that a lot of this pressure comes from what people see online nowadays. So let's move into how social media can affect cafe culture and urban society.
Social media trends spreads very fast. If you post one video, especially on TikTok, people will comment, where is it? What's the menu? Is it good? And sometimes it will make the cafe full every day after one viral post.
Like Fariza said before, nowadays people are likely to take the photo first before eating. Sometimes it shows that posting online is more important than enjoying the moment. It slowly becomes about creating content instead of real connection with friends.
Actually, Jean Baudrillard talked about this to through his idea of simulacra. He believed that sometimes image and appearance become more important than reality. This also has connection become even stronger through social media. According to Zara et al. 2024, cafe have become symbolic space where everyone, where young people present their identity online. In other words, posting cafe experience can sometimes be a way for individuals to show they are trendy, modern, and socially connected.
And when people depend too much on online validation, of course, it can affect confidence and emotional well-being.
So, cafe have become a part of online identity and social image today. But at the same time, many people are starting to move away from that pressure. That brings us to JOMO. So, why are more young people starting to choose JOMO now?
Because many people feel mental exhaust. Constant comparison online can become stressful.
Agreeness. As an extrovert person, I think that sometimes it just feels nice to stay at home, save money, and avoid social pressure.
I also think after the pandemic, people started to choose a lifestyle that are more simple and slow. People nowadays do not like living in a fast-paced environment.
For me, people are realizing that nowadays, not every happy moment need to be up to online.
According to article about JOMO and social media related, choosing to disconnect sometimes can create more positive emotion and freedom.
From a sociology perspective, JOMO can be seen as a resistance against consumer pressure and digital overload in urban life.
That's actually a very healthy reminder. Not everything has to be outside and online attention. Okay, before we end and make a final conclusion, can I have one final thought from everyone?
I think cafe culture is not wrong. We just need to know why we follow the trend.
And when social validation becomes too important, it becomes unhealthy for us.
Urban society naturally increase social comparison.
I also think that social media trends spread quickly among youth nowadays because they will get more engagement in their living lifestyle.
Mental health should be always more important than online validation.
In my opinion, following trends should never define someone's value. So overall, life in cities today makes trends spread faster because young people are constantly connected online. Cafe culture is not really the problem. FOMO creates pressure while JOMO reminds us to find balance. So ask yourself, are you following trend because you want to or because you feel pressure? Thank you everyone for listening. See you guys next time. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to our second episode. In part 1, we got some good insight into how FOMO and JOMO shape the choice of urban youth. But today, let's dive even deeper. In urban sociology, a space isn't just concrete and bricks. It's a fluid arena where people actually connect. Fariza, as our journalist, how do you see this structural shift from our traditional mama culture to this highly aesthetic cafe culture? Okay, when observing our urban environment, historically, mama restaurants are also provided the ultimate third place, which is the social surroundings between the first place, which is home, and the second place, which is work, in the framework of the two places concept by Ray Oldenburg. A study in 2022 by Abdul Kadir and others says these spots are super important for social life. We call this as mamatization. It's where people from all races and age sit together to watch football, eat cheap foods without feeling out of place or feeling left out. But today, these hipsters cafes feel a bit more exclusive because of the high prices. Exactly. I feel like the difference is the reason why we go there. At Mama, it's just about being together, being comfortable. You can even go there in your pajamas. But at cafe, you just need to dress up, make up, and look aesthetic. The cafe itself sometimes just force you to act as a way to match their vibe. And honestly, I bet that if you go to the cafe in your pajamas, people will looking at you and judge you for sure. Same like part 1, a study on 2023 also showed that interior design, ambition lighting, and uniqueness of the product are among the main factors that influence the purchasing decision of Gen Z. While FOMO is one of the most powerful moderating variables, this means that the appearance of the cafe is designed to monetize and play into our fear of missing out. There's no longer a tie between coffee quality and consumer loyalty. It's all about digital capital created through interaction with the space.
To break this down sociologically, two guys come to my mind, which is Karl Marx and Erving Goffman. Marx basically said that capitalism turns everything, even our chill time, into a way to make money. Cafe sell us this cool lifestyle, so we feel like we have to spend money to fit in. And Goffman, he called life a stage. The cafe is the front stage. It's where we perform for social media to show everyone how great our life are, even if we are just sitting there stressed out in real life.
That's true, Aisha. You know that there also a concept we call conspicuous consumption, where people just buy a fancy stuff to show off our status. For example, we pay for 30 ringgit just for a cup of coffee, not because we are thirsty, but we want to show off we belong to a higher social class. It creates a gap between people who can afford and who cannot.
And that again is exhausting. It leads to serious digital burnout. When your self-worth depends on whether a cafe post gets enough likes, you're going to feel anxious. That's why JOMO is becoming a thing. It's our way of saying, I'm choosing my peace over the pleasure to look perfect online.
That was such a deep talk. So, to wrap everything up between FOMO and JOMO, our group finance side is pretty clear that cafe culture are not evil, but letting FOMO run your life is a big no-no. So, we should not let this commercial place decay into how we socialize or how we view ourselves in an urban environment. Exactly, because let's be real, chasing like a digital points, online just do not last. And trying so hard to fit in all the time is just exhausting. From what I have read, depending on online validation, to feel good about yourself just give you a major anxiety. True happiness should not depend on how many view or like your aesthetic coffee video that's on TikTok.
We seriously need to stop flexing our status over 30 ringgit drink and just go back to a real life, raw human moment. Remember, we used to hang out and chill at Mama before, laughing and talking for hours, and no one cared about finding the perfect lighting and flawless picture for Instagram. That genuine connection is what people our age are actually missing nowadays.
True. I mean, we can stop cities from developing and we definitely can stop new viral cafes from popping out every week. But we can stop letting social media stress us out. That's why I feel like when choosing JOMO is just a smart and rational choice to save both your mental health and pocket. Taking a break from digital noise isn't boring at all. It's just a powerful way to get your peace of mind back and live your life like a normal people do.
It's all about finding that sweet spot and having a healthy balance. Like it is totally fine to treat yourself and enjoy trendy cafe once in a while. But don't let the online image become more important than the real lifestyle. From a sociological view, we need to be the boss of our own lifestyle. Instead of letting fake, curated picture on our skin control our real experience.
I totally agree, Aisha. From mental health perspective, our position is super clear. Your peace of mind is way more important than getting a bunch of likes on TikTok. Trying to keep up with every single viral trend is a direct ticket to digital burnout and low self-esteem. Embracing JOMO is just how we take control of our own lives, practice self-care, and stay grounded in a crazy, fast-paced city.
So to anyone watching this, just to be smart and conscious consumer, go to the cafe if you generally want to try their menu or love the vibe, but never feel bad or guilty for just staying at home, save your hard-earned money, or just support your local mama store. At the end of the day, you decide your own value and not some internet trend or social media pressure.
Love that reminder, Hanisa. Well, we officially wraps up our podcast today, and this is the end of our 2-episode series on FOMO versus JOMO. I really hope all of you will manage to get a lot of knowledge and fresh insight from our podcast this time around. Thank you guys for listening, and we are ready and open for the Q&A session.